Right, can you say hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our day.
So, you remember a year ago when I got my new phone and I decided to sell my other one on Facebook Marketplace? Everything went really well. We had a confirmation email from PayPal saying that everything had gone through, or what we thought, and then suddenly it hit us the second, I think it was about 24 hours, 40 hours later, we realised, shit, something bad's happened. Well, I rang the police. They said they can get it sorted. They transferred me to the fraud people, and I basically, hammering them ever since, why is it taking so long?
Literally a year.
Yeah, well, I've just had a response, and basically they're saying it's our fault for...
Not checking our PayPal.
Yeah, even though in the report I said that we received a confirmation email that was shockingly like PayPal, that we thought it was genuine. We're not investigators. We can't identify every fraud thing. And it all just seemed to coincide and work hand in hand for us selling the phone. But yeah, they've basically said it's our own fault, and they're not going to do anything, and they're not closing my case, just in case it happens again, and somebody else reports the same details, with the same name and address and whatever, or a third person does it and whatever else, and then they'll actually do something.
Which isn't going to happen because we didn't know at the time, because they'd made it very realistic, that they'd made a fake account and then they deleted it afterwards.
Yep.
So,
yeah. Either they deleted it or they blocked me.
Oh yeah, probably blocked.
Whereas if they had literally just gone round their house, like the police, on the day that I rung, it was a home address, they could have literally...
Motion detected at the front door.
Gone there and picked it up.
Yeah, and I could confirm it's my phone because I've kept the pictures I took and put on Facebook, and it showed everything, and I, with the scratches where they were and whatever else, so they would have known it was my phone. But they didn't. They left it down to this fraud people because they said it was going to do it, left it for a year, and now they're not actually going to do anything. So, £300 that I might as well have just drawn out of the bank and chucked in the bin. So, what bugs me is I was about to exchange it with O2.
Yeah.
And somebody then came through, giving me the asking price that I wanted on Facebook. So I thought, okay, we'll just do it that way. So please, please, please be careful on Facebook. Not everything is as it seems. Facebook don't actually do anything to support you. PayPal don't actually do anything to support you. PayPal's excuse was, well, it didn't come through us, so we're not going to be helping you. Even though it was their company that they were pretending to be, and we had all that evidence. So yeah, I think if it's anything that's a substantial price or electronics that are in really good condition, try your phone dealer or try like places like CEX, or even go through eBay if it's a phone, because at least with eBay, if something screws up, they will get your money back, or get the money you deserved.
Yeah.
So just please think, because otherwise you're just gonna be shat on like we have, and the police decided to do CFA. And £300 for us is a lot.
Yeah, it's a huge amount.
It's so frustrating, and like I just keep kicking myself. Like if I had just gone to do the O2 exchange, yeah, like the day before, like I was going to, then like none of this would have happened. Hindsight is a wonderful thing, but just learn from our mistake, unfortunately.
They got a lovely free phone out of it, didn't they?
A really good condition phone. Grrr. It's not fair.
No.
Such fun. Good evening, people. As you can tell by my face, I am extremely hot. We literally cannot get this heating sorted.
I don't think we've ever been able to get it sorted, to be honest.
If it's too hot,
Literally.
we get ill. Like, we sweat out, we get, like, bad heads. And then if it's too cold, we're sat here shivering.
Yeah.
We just can't find a middle ground.
I wonder if they've done what they did in Helland and programmed the thermostat backwards so that when you turn the heat up, it's actually turning it down and vice versa.
Don't know. But it is
Anything I can
awful.
think of, it's awful.
And then when you've got an infection on top...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And when you're sat next to somebody who's got an infection and they're kicking out shitloads of heat.
Like, the last few nights, Soph's not even had a duvet.
Or a top.
Because of me.
It's so
It does not help.
no.
And obviously we have the door shut because it's A, it's a fire door. B, it contains the girls. C, it actually prevents Alba from having accidents, which is really weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
My theory is that she runs down the stairs because she needs the toilet, gets to the back door,
Realises
realises
it's
that
shut.
and then by the time she gets back up, she can't hold it anymore.
No, because she is a heavy sleeper.
She is.
Like, to the max.
Yeah.
But, along with our Christmas presents from Soph's parents, it wasn't part of the Christmas present, but it was still a present. They gave us a slow cooker.
Oh, yeah.
We had one
Which
before,
was no idea what you're talking
but
about.
it would burn everything.
It would, and also it was freaking massive. I could barely lift the pot out of it while it was
Full.
empty, let alone full.
Yeah. But for the last 2 nights, we've had slow cooker meals, which,
Not really had much choice, but yeah.
oh no, because we're running out of food quite gradually, and obviously we can't get a shop till the 15th.
By quite gradually, she means quite quickly.
Yeah. But yeah, yesterday we had, it was supposed to be a casserole,
Yeah.
but it turned into a stew.
It did.
But it was still good. And then today we've got spaghetti bolognese.
Yes. Of sorts.
Yeah. It's kind of just like,
Put some veg from the freezer, bulk it out with a tin of chickpeas.
some tomato sauce, like, jar stuff.
Yeah.
And just, yeah, things like
Tins
that.
of tomatoes for extra.
Yeah. And then one other thing that I'm going to say before, well, 2 things before we go eat. First of all, my game on my iPad doesn't work.
Still. You have
Yeah.
to update it.
Yeah.
Did you check on their page to see if it was there?
Oh, yeah. I played this game every day since 2015.
She's not kidding. The only days she hasn't played it
It's when I'm
is
really ill.
when she's literally in ICU, practically, or if
Migraine.
she's got such a bad migraine that she can't move.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Don't ask me why.
And I started playing it when I was in the mental health hospital, and it was a great distraction.
Yeah, I think it's sort of like kept going with
It's
your,
just
like,
become
recovery.
a routine.
Yeah.
The other thing is, my right eye, I'm having some big issues with it.
It's massively swollen by the look of it.
Yeah. So, I don't think we've logged it. I'm not sure. But I had some lumps come up on my eyeball on the white bit, like 6 of them. We booked to go see the optician as an emergency. Woke up the next day and they'd disappeared, but they had been there for like 3 days prior. And today, air keeps going into it and then it pops. And this is it currently. We don't really know what's going on with it, but as you can see, it's red raw again.
Yeah, we're thinking that she's going to have to go get it checked because
there's too much stuff going on with it.
Yeah, and obviously what we don't want is for whatever those lumps were to have caused an infection inside her eyeball.
Yeah.
And maybe that's causing some kind of weird gas, which is like making it pop.
It's really awful. But literally, I just move it and I can feel the air popping out. I do have an eye hospital appointment on 13th, but we have just gone back into lockdown.
Yes, we don't know.
And I don't know. And I'm so worried about going because, like today, there's been 60,000 new cases. And when you go to the opticians, you're about 2 inches from each other's face. And I know we'll be wearing face masks and whatever else, but that's still pretty close.
Yeah.
And that worries me.
And yes, we are concerned about her eyesight. Like, what if it's bad and it goes wrong or whatever?
But if I get COVID, I'm not going to be able to see anyway because I'll be dead.
This is the thing. This is the thing.
So it's weighing up what is the priority at the minute. I even said to Sophie the other day with these lumps that if it turns out to be something awful or whatever, I would be happy to just have my eye removed. Because I'd much rather have it gone and it not go anywhere else than try my best to keep my eye because it's my eye.
Yeah.
I don't drive anymore, so it makes no difference.
But that's the same with anything, really, isn't it, for us? We've always, like, basically said, more or less, that if, like, for example, if we were to find out that we had, like, cancer in a part of our body...
Like breast cancer or something.
If it's removable, get rid of it.
Yeah, so, like, if we had a scary little, like, couple of years ago that I had lumps in my boob. So, obviously, I had to go get it checked out, but thankfully it was okay. It is just the case that because my skin is so thin, you can feel, like, the fat under it a bit more. And I got big boobs, there's a lot of fat.
There is.
A
giant.
But we even said then that if it turned out to be cancer,
Boobs off.
take my boobs off. I couldn't care less.
It's a shame they couldn't have just lopped them off, even though it was negative, wasn't it?
Because they are huge.
But yeah, they impact every aspect of your life.
They
now,
do.
don't they?
They get in the way. I can't lie on my back anymore because they literally fall over my face.
And
I'm not even joking.
They, like, crush you. No, she's not joking.
My boob can literally cover my face. It's that large. So that's just a bit of an insight to how big my tits are. So if you're wanting big boobs, please think about it. Because A, they smother me. B, they cause a lot of back pain.
They do.
And I've even got like a curvature of my back where they weigh me down now. It's awful.
Yeah.
C, finding a bra, if you find one, they're expensive. But that's if you find one. I think my last bra size was a double G.
I don't even think that one fit properly.
No. And then when you do wear it, they cut into your shoulders because they're so heavy.
Much weight.
So just think about that. Big boobs aren't everything.
That went on a whole tangent.
It did.
Yeah.
From my eye to my boobs.
Yeah.
Maybe it's my boobs hurting my eye.
Maybe you keep poking yourself in it with them.
Didn't think about that.
Maybe we should turn the heating up.
Oh my god.
Should we go and eat tea then on that note?
Wisdoms from Charlie and Sophie. Well, my eye has progressed quite significantly again. Oh my god, does it hurt? I really do wish I knew why all this keeps happening, because it's like, but now it's making my head hurt, so just giving myself an injection, fingers crossed when I wake up it is there. But for now, good night.